Hello and welcome to the Row Command Devlog number 17. I'm Mario, I'm the game designer on the game, and yeah, we launched the game. We're out in early access, which is absolutely amazing after working on something for 5 years, finally seeing it out there, and it's even more amazing because the reception has been really great. Like at the time that I'm recording this, we're sitting around 95% positive reviews on Steam, which is honestly way better than I would have hoped. I'm super proud of the game, but I'm also very aware of the shortcomings that it has. So yeah, seeing it kind of click with people is absolutely fantastic, and we're both really happy. Yeah, and it also did well enough that we definitely will be able to work on it throughout early access, and you know, you never really know until it launches, and yeah, we will be able to add a bunch of stuff and make it kind of the version that we want it to be, I guess. Maybe there'll be more specific information on that later, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now. But yeah, we also released our first big update for the game, I think 2 days ago or yesterday. Time is an illusion. And yeah, we completely reworked the drop system in the game. So if you've played the game before, the demos, then you know that drops are these very powerful used to be one-time use items that could really kind of help your build along or save your butt in certain difficult situations. And as you can see here now, there's some of them that have the consumable tag in their text, and those are the only ones that get used up when you use them, and most of them will now be reusable by default. So that means that if I want to have my super powerful monster mode engineer, I can actually do that reliably now. And as you can see here, it's grayed out now, so yeah, that indicates that it can be used again. But if I use one of the super powerful ones, like let's say the one that reveals the whole map, then that gets used up and it's not here anymore. So and of course that also goes for the almost legendary crystal meteor here, which also of course is so powerful that it wouldn't really make sense to have you reuse that every level. So I think that is a really cool change. That is something that we actually kind of wanted to get to before launch, but we just didn't have the time. But yeah, that is the state of it now, and yeah, feedback so far has been really positive. That it seems to be the right direction, which I was fairly certain it was, but yeah, you never really know unless it's actually out there and getting used by people. Yeah, that is the kind of the big change. There also have been a bunch of smaller changes. Something that is also something that maybe some people might appreciate is that there is a lot better support for wider screens now. Oh, that is not live, that is in the beta branch right now, but yeah, I thought I'd mention that. So if you play the game there, it was playable before, like up to 32:9 aspect ratio was playable, but it was very clunky. Like the control group icons would wander into the minimap, and the start run screen would be would look kind of broken. You could still use it, but yeah, that is a lot better now. And yeah, so the next kind of bigger thing that we're working on is something that I will show you in a second here. Right, yeah, so one of the next kind of big things that we are working on is a more a tutorial or tutorials for the game, because we launched basically without any kind of tutorialization except the kind of the tooltips that you get everywhere. The way that we have planned it for now is that there will be kind of 2 types of tutorials. The one that you see here is the more intrusive one, like the big tutorial boxes, where we can also add videos here that might explain some mechanics, like if it's something a bit more complicated or something that really want you to understand, then we will put it in there. Those you will also have to actively kind of click away here. And then there is these more kind of unobtrusive text tutorial boxes, and those will be a lot more those will be kind of built in a way that if you have already triggered the relevant action that we want to teach you, so for example, let's say you're someone who has never played an RTS game before, then there might be a pop-up that tells you, hey, if we notice that you kind of launched the first run and you haven't clicked on something in 10 seconds or so, then you will get a box here that would explain you, hey, left click on something to select it, and then right click to move, and so on. But in a lot of cases, we will be able to detect that if you have already done that, then it will not show you the action, and it will also close it automatically for you if you perform the relevant action. So that way, we hope to kind of layer in a bunch of different things that explain the game to you in the situation where it is actually helpful. So for example, the first time you see like an enemy here that has armor, then there might be like a bigger pop-up that explains to you how the armor system works, or the shield system, because those are kind of very important to understand. So those might be the bigger boxes. But I don't know, if you, for example, if you've played a couple of levels and have never used the control groups or the select engineer or the select factories hotkeys, then maybe we will kind of give you here a tutorial box that kind of appears a bit like an objective and tells you, hey, that you can use this and that hotkey to select the units, or yeah, we can basically use this for a bunch of different things, and also add it in the other screens. I think one thing that's also really important is have something that's it. That is a placeholder here, that's why it's over the screen here. But yeah, I think something that would also show you, hey, if there's a text that is bold, then you can hover over it and it will explain it to you. We can explain that all the information for the skills is down here and that kind of stuff. I think is really important, and some of it we try to make as intuitive as possible, but some of it is a bit more hidden. And there's also just a lot of information to digest if you're not familiar with the game. Yeah, so that is the kind of the next big thing that we're currently working on. I have no idea yet how long it will take until that actually goes live, but I'm really excited for it, because definitely while the reception of the game has been super positive, there definitely also have been some negative Steam reviews, and or also some refunds on Steam where you can kind of read the comments that people leave, and there's definitely some that we just don't explain a lot of stuff, and that is a very fair criticism. And yeah, I'm really happy that we, I think, can address that in a really hopefully smart and super helpful, but also not super obtrusive way that kind of keeps you from playing the game and discovering stuff on your own. Yeah, and we also add a bit more kind of analytics events, so that will hopefully help us to find some spikes in the balancing, where maybe, or we can see that maybe some cards will never get selected, or some get selected all the time. That kind of stuff I think is super valuable information for us that we currently are mostly blind to. And one thing that I hope I will be able to address soon is also adding making some changes to the later Ascension levels, because I feel they are kind of they're super difficult in a way that is not necessarily very fun currently. So, but yeah, those are kind of the things that we're thinking about currently. But yeah, the tutorials here are the main thrust of development currently. All right, that's it. If you're interested in the game, check it out on Steam. The link is down below. If you are already playing the game and would be kind of interested in giving your comments on what I was talking about here, then feel free to just drop the comments below, or also join our Discord. We're super active there, and always happy to answer questions and comments, and we read all the feedback there. Although I have to admit, I'm a bit behind currently, because it just there was a lot to do around launch, and a lot of new feedback, which is awesome. But yeah, I will definitely catch up and we reread everything. And of course, if you're interested in more devlogs, although of course I have to admit they have been coming fairly sparingly or unregularly, then subscribe and like and leave a comment, all that kind of stuff, if you want to help us reach more people. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.